We are taking class 12th R.D. Sharma solutions. Chapter 19 exercise is 19.22 indefinite integrals. Now the questions we have seen, mostly we have divided by cos square x numerator and denominator. Now I have to show you this question also, because these two questions which I am showing you are almost similar. So understand this question very carefully so that you will be able to answer the next one also, because they are similar. So what we will do here is same ninja technique we are going to apply. We will divide numerator and denominator by cos square x. Sometimes we divide whole denominator by cos square x, sometimes every element we divide. So 1 by cos square x is sec square x, dx is already there. Denominator we have this 1 by cos square x is sec square x. 3 sin square x by cos square x, sin by cos is 10, so it would be 10 square x. Integration here, and this needs to be integrated. Now we already know that whenever we place tan x equals to t, we are going to directly get the sec square x. But what we will do with this sec square x in the denominator? We will convert it, because there is a relationship between sec square or sec or tan, which is sec square x equals to 1 plus tan square x. This is what we are going to use in the denominator. So I am showing you the denominator right now, 1 plus tan square x in place of sec square x, added with a 3 tan square x. So we have integration like this, integration of sec square x dx. Let it be like this, because we haven't placed anything as some imagination. So 1 plus tan square x plus 3 tan square x is 1 plus 4 tan square x. So t, if we take it as 10x, it will be dt by dx equals to sec square x. That means dt became equal to sec square x dx. So the numerator sec square x dx can be now written as a dt. Denominator, since we have already got rid of that sec square x, so this 4 tan square x can be written as 2 tan x whole square. You can write that. Same thing we are going to write. 1 plus, in place of 4 tan square x, we'll write 2 tan x whole square. Now there is a slight mistake which I have committed. I have taken t equals to 10x. That will land up in some more kind of assumptions and some increased number of steps. If you take t equals to 2 tan x, you'll see dt by dx will be 2 sec square x dx. Here also we are intending to get sec square x dx. That is, dt by 2 will be equal to sec square x dx. So now you see the difference. When we take t equals to 10x, what will happen? When we take t equals to 2 tan x, what will happen? Now this 1 by 2 comes in front of integration, because dt by 2. And now 2 tan x can be directly taken as t. So 1 plus t square. This is 1 square plus t square. Integration of dx by a square plus x square has a direct result. What is the direct result? 1 by a tan inverse x by a. Now in this case, a will be 1. The x will be t, which eventually will be 2 tan x. So let's write the result. I equals to 1 by 2, and 1 by a is 1 only, so 1 by 1 will be 1 only. Tan inverse x by a, and it is t. And what was t? T by 1 is t only. What was t? Tan inverse t. It's not tan x, it's 2 tan x. Because that's why I actually placed t equals to tan x, to show you that how this 2 tan x equals to t will benefit us. So half tan inverse 2 tan x plus c. This is your final answer. So this is the way you are going to go about it, and that will be easier for you, because most of the time we divide it by cos square x numerator denominator to get an integrable solution. So now this question, again you have to divide numerator denominator by cos square x. The solution is in front of you. There is no catch, no trick here. It's a very easy and straightforward solution in front of you. Reference is in front of you, solution is in front of you. You can try it by yourself. Now this one is a somewhat different kind of question, because there is no similarity or relationship between these two terms which are in the denominator. What to do? Sin x minus 2 cos x, 2 sin x plus cos x. So what is our ninja technique? We divide it by cos square x. So if we divide it by cos square x divided by cos square x, that we can do. Or we can divide numerator denominator by just cos square x. That is, having this cos square x doesn't count. because we just need cos square x in the denominator, that is we have included it by ourselves. So let's see what we get. Now 1 by cos square x is sec square x. So this cos square x is only 1 in the denominator, so we'll separate them out. Cos square x can be written as cos x into cos x, because actually cos square x is only what we need in the denominator, because we have introduced cos square x in the numerator by ourselves. So this cos square x, one cos goes below the first term, the second cos goes below the second term. So divided by cos x. Now this sin x by cos x is a tan x. This is tan x, and this is minus 2 cos x by cos x, that is going to be 1. Now this 2 sin x by cos x, that is 2 tan x, plus cos x by cos x is 1. Now this question is coming to some shape now, because we are already aware t equals to tan x is going to give you sec square x. So when you place t equals to tan x, dt by dx will be equal to sec square x, that is dt will be equal to sec square x dx. That's what we wanted. So this integration can be written like this: sec square x dx will be dt, and the denominator it will be, because we have already taken tan x equals to t minus 2, and this will be 2 into t plus 1. Now you can do this with the partial fraction. If you don't remember it right now, the best way is to multiply it. Let's multiply t minus 2 into 2t plus 1. It's t minus 2. When you multiply t minus 2 with 2t plus 1, what are you going to get? Simply multiply each term by the another term. All the term has to be multiplied at least once. So it will be 2t square minus 3t minus 2. Now we need to make this as a perfect square. First we need to get rid of anything which is in front of the highest power, which is 2t square. So you take 2 outside. It will be t square minus 3t by 2 minus 2 by 2. If you don't have this idea, just take 2 out and divide everything by 2, whichever is left inside. So that is what we got. How to make it as a perfect square? 1 by 2, this I've got from here, because we are talking about the denominator right now. So this x, you can say that with whatever is in front of t, which is 3 by 2, divided by 2. So you can say the coefficient of t is 3 by 2, we divide it by 2. It's 3 by 4, we square it and add it and subtract it. So we are actually adding 3 by 4 whole square and subtracting 3 by 4 whole square. So adding 3 by 4 and subtracting 3 by 4 whole square. Now a square plus b square minus 2ab is t minus 3 by 4 whole square. This is the first term. All these three we have utilized. Now we are left with negative 1, negative 3 by 4 whole square. So it will add, if you take negative outside, you have to add 1 plus 3 by 4 whole square, 9 by 16. It's going to be 16 plus 9 by 16, which is 25 by 16. And this 25 by 16, it's a perfect square by itself, 5 square by 4 square. Now we can write it here, minus 5 by 4 whole square. Now whatever we have done is just to make the denominator as what? Perfect square. So I'm writing this perfect square right now. Now we have arrived at a formal result, because we know the formula. Dx by x square minus a square is what? You are already aware of that. It's 1 by 2a log, it's a minus x by a plus x. Please remember, dx by x square minus a square is 1 by 2a log a minus x by a plus x. If it would have been dx by x square plus a square, it would have been 1 by 2a log a plus x by a minus x. What is x here? T minus 3 by 4. What is a here? 5 by 4. So we are just using the direct formula. 1 by 2, a is what? 1 by 2 was already there. So 1 by 2a, 2 into 5 by 4 log a minus x, that is t minus 3 by 4 minus 5 by 4, and denominator t minus 3 by 4 plus 5 by 4. So let's add it now, and we need to simplify this as well, plus constant of integration. So this 2, 4 will get cancelled, 1 by 5 is only remaining. We have a log here, log base e. You can just write ln also in this place. Negative 3 by 4, negative 5 by 4, it's just 3 by 4 plus 5 by 4, because if you take negative outside, it will be 8 by 4, which is 2. So t minus 2 in the numerator. Denominator is 5 by 4 minus 3 by 4, that is 2 by 4, which is half. This is 1 by 2. So this is, now here is a complication. T minus 1 by 2, Take the LCM, 2t minus 1 by 2. So 2t minus 1 remains in the denominator, 2 goes up. So this is 2t minus 1 and this t minus 2 remains here, 2 goes up, plus constant of integration. Now you will be tempted to leave this question like this, but no. What to do with this 2? There is a 2 and we know the formulas of log. Log a into b is log a plus log b, that you can do. So just assume that this is log 2 into t minus 2 divided by 2t plus 1. So it will be log 2 plus log t minus 2 divided by 2t plus 1. Alright, but this log 2 can be combined with that is actually 1 by 5 into log 2, but that is again a constant. So you can add this constant with a constant which is in the rear part, which is c. Call it as sub c prime because it is again a constant. So what all is remaining? We have got rid of just 2 just now. So 1 by 5 log ln because log base e, and this t will be replaced by what did we take? It was t equals to 10x. So now replace this t by 10x, so it will be 10x minus 2 divided by 2 into 10x plus 1, and this is the modulus sign plus the c. You can just write it as a capital C because it's again a constant. That's your answer. So this is the formal way of doing it. You have to do this one, and all this has been explained to you. Now sine 2x divided by sine raised 4x plus cos raised 4x. Now we have to deviate our ninja technique here, because if you divide numerator denominator by cos square x, you won't get the proper integrable result or any in between steps so that you can solve it with easy integration. If you divide it by cos square, you are going to left with many left outs. So better is to divide by cos raised 4x, and sin 2x is, of course, whenever you see sin 2x, it has to be converted into 2 sin x cos x. Now 2 sin x cos x in the numerator, denominator you have sin raised 4x plus cos raised 4x, and I am asking you or requesting you to divide numerator denominator by cos raised 4x, not cos square x. So cos raised 4x here, cos raised 4x here. So let me resolve it first, then we'll start with the integration. Now from here, what did we get? First thing is 1 cos gets cancelled. So cos raised 3x into cos x, you can write this gets cancelled. This cos raised 3x can be written as cos square x into cos x. So this sin x by cos x is 10x, so 2 10x. Denominator you have cos square x, it goes up, it will be sec square x. And what do you get from here? So 10 raised 4x, and this gets cancelled, so you have a 1 here. Now we will integrate, and you will see that a proper assumption will easily solve this question. That is, this 10 raised 4x can be written as 10 square x plus to the power 2x. 10 square of 10 square is 10 raised 4. So what we'll do here is, we will take t equals to tan square x. dt by dx will be equal to, this will be 2 10x, and 10x will be sec square x, and dx will go on the right. So now you see, the numerator we have got just by placing t equals to 10 square x. So a good assumption will easily give you a proper solution. Numerator has directly become dt. Denominator, because 10 square x has been taken as t, this will be t square. So you have t square plus 1. So t square plus 1 I am writing here. Now you have a direct formula. What is the direct formula? It's dt by x square plus a square, dx by x square plus a square is simply 1 by 8 tan inverse x by a. That is the direct result. You already know about that, plus constant of integration. A is 1 and x is of course t, which will be eventually be taken over by 10 square x. So we have tan inverse t, because other things, a is 1, so we don't worry about 1. 10 square t. Now t has to be changed to tan square x. So tan inverse tan square x here plus a constant of integration. This is your final result. Now you see here, there are many things which I showed you, but these steps has to be very clean so that the examiner understands what have you done. So you just use this dividing numerator and denominator, let 10 square x, all this English like, all the symbols have to be done. Please remember, cos square x always will not work, but most of the time it is going to work. Now this is also a very good question. That is a question which needs some effort. So if we don't know anything, the ninja technique is divide by cos square x. When you divide by cos square x, numerator will give you sec square x. The denominator, you can cancel one cos, and then you can separate them out, sin x by cos x plus 2 cos x by cos x. So sin by cos x is 10x. 2 cos x by cos x gets cancelled, so it will be only 2. So integration of sec square x by 2 plus 10x dx, that's what you have to do. Now just take 10x plus 2 equals to t. Don't take 10x equals to t, okay? Then you'll land up with some trouble. I mean, the steps will get increased. Just take 10x plus 2 equals to t. You'll get dt equals to sec square x dx, which is already in the numerator. So this will become dt, denominator always t, and this is the simplest integration we have got up till now, which is log modulus of t. So log modulus of t plus constant of integration. What was t? It was 10x plus 2. Just write 10x plus 2 plus constant of integration. This is your final result. Divide by cos square x, you'll get the result. So this is a very straightforward question again. Just divide numerator denominator by cos square x, and that is direct result. Now this also question needs some effort. That is, if you don't know anything, the ninja technique, divide by cos square x. Because sin 2x is 2 sin x cos x. How about this sin square x? So divide numerator denominator by cos square x. This is sin square x, divide by cos square x. I'm just using these short just to show you that how do we simplify it. Sin 2x can be written as 2 sin x cos x divided by cos square x. So 2 sin x cos x by cos square x. What do you get in the numerator? 1 by cos square x will be sec square x. Now this sin square by cos square will be 10 square. And 1 cos gets cancelled. 2 sin by cos will be 10. So 2 10x you will get. Now just integrate it, because 10x gives you directly sec square x. So t, when we place it as 10x, dt by dx will give you sec square x. That means dt will be equal to sec square x dx. Numerator you got. Integration will be something like this. dt numerator 10 square x plus 2 10x, which is t square plus 2t. But we have to make something out of, or we have to get something out of the denominator. Divide 2 by 2, you will get 1, square it, and then add it and subtracting. This is how we make the perfect square. So a square plus b square plus 2ab dt divided by t plus 1 whole square. T square plus 2t plus 1 is t plus 1 whole square. What is remaining? Minus 1 square. So now you have the formula, that is integration of 1 by x square minus a square, that is 1 by 2 ln, what do we get here? X square minus a square, so x minus a t, I'm writing it here, then we'll finally replace it here. So it will be t plus 1 minus 1 divided by t plus 1 plus 1. This will give you t by t plus 2. And what was t? What was t? It is 10x. So you have this 10x divided by 10x plus 2 plus constant of integration. That's your final result. Divide by cos square x. That is very important in all these questions. This is how you're going to do it. You have to use this English-like language and all the symbols. Don't forget about that. Modulus is very important when you take this ln or log base e. Now, how easy this is? Because you have done 10 questions. Divide by cos square. But can it work here? If I divide this by cos square, numerator, denominator, you will get a sec square. And if you divide cos square here, cos 2x by cos square x, you will get 3 sin square x by cos square x as 3 tan square. You will take t equals to tan and you will get the numerator. But still we are stuck at this point, cos 2x divided by cos square. How can we get this? There is something we have to do differently. Alright? So I'll just change it. Because you know that cos 2x is equal to cos square x minus sin square x. If you take this cos square x as 1 minus sin square x, it will be cos 2x will be 1 minus 2 sin square x. Or you can also write it as 2 cos square x minus 1. These are the three formula here. 2 cos square x minus 1 has come when we replace sin square x by 1 minus cos square x. So there are three formula we have. But we have to see what is along with this cos 2x, which is 3 sin square x. So we will replace cos 2x in terms of sin square x. So divide by cos square x, that is already there. So I'm writing this cos 2x as 1 minus 2 sin square x plus 3 sin square x is already there. So this will give you what? 3 minus 2 is 1. So 1 plus sin square x you got. 1 plus sin square x. Now the denominator becomes 1 plus sin square x plus sin square x, and we are dividing our ninja technique cos square x by cos square x. So this is integration. 1 by cos square x will become sec square x. Dx is already there with us. 1 by cos square will become sec square x. Sin square x by cos square x is 10 square x. Now you might have anticipated what we are going to do, because we are stuck in this sec square x again. But we have a relationship between sec and 10. Because 10x, if you put equals to t, you will directly get sec square x dx in no time. But sec square x can be written as 1 plus t square 10 square. 10 square is already there. So I am showing you the denominator will become 1 plus 2 10 square x. So this will be sec square x dx. Denominator will be 1 plus 2 10 square x. Now it's so easy. 10x equals to t. If you just take this assumption, dt by dx will be sec square x. So dt will be sec square x dx. Integration will be something like this. Sec square dx is dt. 1 plus 2 10 square x will be what? It will be t square. Now 1 plus 2t square, there can be various way to solve it, because 2t square cannot be put into the formula directly. You have to get rid of this 2t square. What you can do is root t2 whole square you can do, but that will not resolve the issue. I need to get this t square away from anything, means I don't want anything with t square. So just take 2 outside. If you take 2 outside, 2 will be divided by these terms which are inside. So I've taken 1 by 2 outside. Dt, this will be 1 by 2, and you need to make it as a perfect square, so 1 by root 2 whole square it will be, plus 2 gets cancelled, it will be t square only. Now we can apply dx by x square plus a square formula directly. So 1 by 2, 1 by a, which is 1 by root 2, tan inverse x by a, that is t by 1 by root 2. So 1 by root 2 plus constant of integration. This gets cancelled. If you multiply this by root 2 and root 2, this will give you root 2 by 2. 2 gets cancelled. Root 2 only remains. So 1 by 2, this one, and this is tan inverse t by 1 by root 2. Root 2 goes up. And what was t? It was tan x. So root 2 tan x. This is your final result. Okay, this is your final result. I hope you have a better idea now. Now let me show you the result here. This is a half result. Okay, I showed you everything. I explained you everything. This is the half solution I am giving. I would rather request you to complete it by yourself, because you know already how it was done. So this is the end of this exercise 19.22. Thank you so much. Have a good one. If you want to dislike, please dislike. If you have any comment, just give me comment. Liking is not a foundation. It's just a free education. Enjoy.